also known as Knitting Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolfoto.
Totally got you screwed up now.
She's primed today. This is going to be an interesting podcast. Let's say that right now. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. We're in the month of September, and we have a cent of the month. You get 25% off, and for the month of September, it is pomegranate. So swing on by, and everything in our shop that is in that fragrance or flavor. So we have pomegranate lip balms as well. Those are 25% off, so you'll find something good there. And I know we have other sale items, so swing on by, check that out. We want to welcome new and returning viewers. It's going to be one of those days. I want to welcome new and returning viewers. Thanks for joining us today.
And thank you for some new iTunes reviews.
Oh yeah, we did. We got a couple new iTunes reviews. We want to thank those people that took the time to leave a little comment. We appreciate that. And if you haven't yet, you're welcome to swing on by and leave one for us and any of the other podcasters that go and do this weekly or daily or monthly, however frequently they do, for your entertainment.
Yeah. It's pretty funny because Knitworthy Brienne, she does, if you go leave an iTunes review for her, she does a special dance.
Special dance, huh?
A special dance, an iTunes dance.
Oh, we have to talk to Trouble Live. Well, you do special dances anyways, and sing, and all sorts of entertaining things going on. So, yeah. So thank you for those that left, and like I said, you're welcome to come on by and leave comments if you haven't. That keeps us going and makes us know that you're appreciating what we do. So what do we got going on for this episode besides all of the excitement?
This week's segments include farm happenings in the coop, follow the coop, squeal like a pig in the arena, and roundup.
Can you tell that she listens to audiobooks? Because I know that they act out and through their voice, so I see it coming through as. And
I have been this morning.
Oh, she's been acting all morning. I wish I had the camera following around the house. You get the behind-the-scenes scoop on what actually happens at Wolf Farms. Huh?
You don't want to see that. They get enough.
Yeah, you think so, huh?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, let's get on into farm happenings.
And I think it's all you.
It's all me?
Nothing.
Well,
I've done nothing.
Well, the plan was that we'd be going to SeaWorld this last Friday. That was the plan. But 9/11 happened at Wolf Farms. Nothing
worked that day.
Yeah, it was just kind of one of them things.
Computer's not working, my iPhone not working. I was getting voicemails from the day before, and
I went out to my car to go to work, and the tire is flat, and I'm like, no. So didn't want to leave Dawn stranded, so I left her car and I took our truck, which
it's the farm truck.
It's the farm truck. It's dirty. It sucks up gas like you wouldn't believe, but it got me to where I needed to go. Get a text from Dawn a little later on that morning. There's something leaking out of my car. I'm like, oh, where's it coming from?
15 minutes to get to the vet.
You got to get over to the vet to get Fuji's blood work done. And I'm like, okay, where did it come from? I'm like, okay, I know that. That's probably windshield washer fluid. She goes, oh, it feels soapy. I'm like, okay, that's it. You're good. And then a little warning light says, oh, low flow washer fluid. That wasn't until I
was coming home.
I know, but that kind of confirmed what I was thinking. Yeah. I'm thinking radiator.
Malfunction.
Yeah, you know what radiator antifreeze looks like. You know, the green, yellow glow. At least it wasn't that. So I'm like, okay, it's just one of them days. So we ended up, I stayed home. Well, we didn't go, we stayed home from going to SeaWorld on Friday, so I was already going to be off because of the trip and my schedule and stuff. So I stayed home and got tires on the car, and I was going to work on yours, but you needed to, it's not a critical thing to have, you never use your windshield washer.
No, but I don't like seeing malfunction.
I know. So right now, yeah, you get a little light that says, oh, you have an issue with your car. So I'm like, okay, well. I have to. It's probably a seal. I have to just get to it and check that out. Maybe we should have got a SeaWorld. We could have got a seal to stick in the car to fix the leak with that. But yeah, I was like, it's just like everything that Thursday just broke or didn't work.
Yeah, because then
like,
there was no tech at the vet when I had an 8 o'clock appointment. Nobody was supposed to be there till 9. Found out the gal that told me she does Fuji's blood work has never done her blood work. She's not allowed, which is kind of good because she's dumber than a box of rocks.
Special.
Yeah. Well, she ain't.
No. Anyway, so you had to wait an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like nothing worked, and so we didn't go. So we're planning on going this coming Friday again. So
50% chance of rain.
Yeah, that keeps going down. So hopefully it'll just be overcast and cool and make a good trip. So I have to kind of plot out the weather from here to there to see how it is on Friday. But we can use the rain, just not while we're out and about in SeaWorld. Bring our umbrellas. He just stalled out.
I was waiting for you to go on.
Oh, okay.
Chatty.
It's all. Chatty. I'm always chatty. Only when the camera's turned on. I'm quiet and I'm really reserved and I don't say much when the camera's not on.
You know, that's a total bunch of bunk for anybody to say who podcasts. Don't tell me you're an introvert. You would not sit in front of a camera broadcasting out.
I am trying to convince them that I am. See? You're not helping any at all. I know. I can't shut up sometimes when I get going. Imagine that. So then anyways, that was that. I know we're coming into the holiday season, so we've been kicking into gear trying to get all of our inventory up so that we'll be ready for the holiday season. So making soaps, getting that going.
Lotions.
Getting lotions together. So it's ready. It makes it easier when orders come in. We can just, because the problem with the soap is it takes 3 weeks to cure. So if we run out, we're out for 3 weeks until we can make another batch and get it ready to package and ship. So we kind of have to stay ahead of the game on that, and so that's kind of why we got a whole shelf that starts stacking up of all the different fragrances and stuff. So that was also going on. So I made oils and we basically mix our oils and have that ready to go. So when we make batches, we just put all the stuff together and put it in our molds and go. So
all these sound effects.
Yeah, I know. Had a little button so we make all sorts of sound effects. Well, someone gave it. I had to comment sound effects. Someone gave us a little fart sound effect keychain. Okay, it's got the whole variety of different fart sounds. One of these gag gifts. Well, the problem is, it's in our junk drawer. Everybody's got a junk drawer, right? It's full of all this stuff. Well, it sits in there. You open up the junk drawer and you start looking for something. You start hearing the squeaker and they have names for them all. So you start hearing this when you're trying to look through the junk drawer. You start hearing the fart sounds come out of the drawer. So as soon as you said sound effects, we're on the same wavelength there. So
I told you we're 12.
Where did we go with that? Well, what's next? So anyway, so we're getting our stock back up. So we'll be ready for the holiday season because it's always busy at that time.
You just got so serious.
I'm always fun. I try not to lose track because then I'll repeat myself and everybody's like, you said that already.
And then he has to edit.
No, I tried. Yeah, I try, but sometimes it's not editable. And then
that could almost be edible.
Edible. Well, yeah, you never know. We did mention last week about putting the cable needles. Was it last week their first time mentioning about the cable needles that I had made Dawn? Some people had asked if I'd put them up in our shop because they were interested. So I made up a couple different varieties, and they actually had a good response. So we're going to start making up some additional ones. And we had butterfly ones that sold out.
That went that way.
Yeah, it's like all of those went. So I got to get more. I just kind of made them out of stuff that we already had stock on, and so now I got to restock. But thinking through that, I thought, well, we should ask what people want, you know, because I know I did get a couple requests already, so we're looking into those. But I thought maybe this would be a good thing for you guys to give us input if you would like, you know, what you'd like to see as like a topper on your cable needle. Because on yours I had a heart. I didn't grab
bring
it.
that over here because you said you weren't going to repeat that.
No, that's special just for you. We'll do other things for other people. And
I painted my lips today.
You did.
I don't normally because I'm allergic to red, and they put red in every kind of lipstick. So pretty soon they're
you're gonna have Angelina Jolie lips.
Back to the cable needle.
So anyway, we thought, well, we'll put a thread up there and ask, you know, what would you like to see? You know,
in the Ravelry group.
In the Ravelry group, thank you very much. We'll start a new thread there for the cable needles to give us ideas of what you'd like to see. I know we got requests for Daisy. The butterflies sold really well. So we're going through and choosing things of that sort that we can use as toppers. Came up with another one. It's just a simple kind of...
That's why I have that thing here for a reason.
Oh, you should tell me.
I got fancy.
Got just a simple red bead on top. It kind of works as a handle too when you're doing it. And here's another one that was made. This is kind of another simple non-caricature type. And I had one with a little teapot on it with a little bead in it and stuff. So we kind of just threw some stuff up there to see how it did. It got a good response, and we thought, well, maybe we should ask. Maybe you guys would like to put your input into what goes into our shop. So we're going to start a thread for the cable needle. What your ideas are. We'll let that run for
few weeks.
Couple weeks. Yeah, and then
people get behind watching podcasts.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to set a date, but anyway, so.
Do you want the end of the month when we do our other tries?
I guess we're mid-month now, so yeah, it would be good. End of the month, we'll do the other. So you got till the end of the month to possibly win cable needle. So we're going to actually give one of these away for someone who's left a comment in that thread about what they'd like to see. If you bought one and you want to leave a comment about what you enjoy, what you don't, give us some feedback. I know we've gotten some good comments from those that have received them already in the mail. And so if you leave a comment there, then other people would say, oh, you know, or ooh, and then we can work on it. But but feedback's always good because then we know how things are going. So you can win your own Wolf Farms cable needle for free if you just put in a comment about what you'd like to see on top as the topper, because we want to do some seasonal stuff for the holidays and some non-seasonal stuff like the butterflies and stars, hearts. There's all sorts of different things that we can get to top these, and we're kind of looking through to see what kind of things would look good, and we figure we throw it out there to you and you could possibly win one. So swing on by, check that out in the Ravelry. There will be a thread under Wolf Farms, and we'll run that through till, we'll actually leave it open, but we'll pick from people that have left comments up to the 30th, and then you might win one. So hopefully you just bobbleheads here. So anyway, so I just wanted to put that out there, and hopefully you guys can possibly see stuff in the shop that you are interested in.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do yesterday?
Oh yeah, well I know
you it's all you.
It's farm happenings. I make the farm happening.
I just crap around here.
You make it all work. I bring it all here, and you just make it work. That's how it works. Yeah. It's been a while since I've gone. I mentioned in the past, I go garage selling. I do that with Don's dad. We do that every Saturday. This year, because of his medical issues and Fuji's chemo and stuff, it really has been kind of hit and miss on the garage sale. So it's been almost a month or more since we've.
Well, he just had that other surgery.
Yeah,
it's been longer than that.
So it's been kind of hit and miss. So this Saturday was the first time in a while that we were able to go out and do the garage selling thing, and we're trying to, hoping that our weeks off, like our luck was saving up, and that we can cash it in as we're out and finding good stuff. But we did find, a couple things. He was looking for something specific, and we found that. It was for your Grandma Wilma and stuff, and I pick up things that I might need. So I actually found a generator, a smaller generator. I have a big one, but it takes 2 people to move it around if I need to. It's one we bought when we built the house because we needed power while we were doing construction. That one's just too big sometimes for when you need a little portable power source. Well, there's one at a garage sale, but it needed work. And I like the challenge. Like, you tell me it doesn't work, give it to me. I'm going to make it work. So I went in and brought it home, and basically the carburetors on small engines like that, if you don't drain the gas out, which is a good thing. If you guys have small engines, I'm sure you know, if you have snow blowers, if you're back east and have snow, or lawnmowers, yeah, they're already getting snow back there.
These texts of East Coast temperatures as we're having.
It's 100 degrees. It's 100 degrees out right now. So, but anyway, so those small motors, you want to make sure you drain the gas out when you're not using. I mean, if you use them like regularly, if you're using them every day to clear off your walkway because you get snow that much, or you're out doing your lawns every week, then you run gas enough through there that it's not an issue. But when it sits for several months, the gas gets all gummed up. That's a common problem. So a lot of these smaller engine type things have that issue. So, me, generator, kind of knowing what most of the issues are with these things, I thought, I'll go ahead. I'll pick it up. The price was right for me to, it's like buy an extra, but make it more convenient. I went and bought it and brought it home and spent yesterday, took the carburetor off, got all disassembled, cleaned up, put it on, runs like a charm. So now I got a little thing, because when I go out into the back of the property, there's no power out there. So I don't have extension cords that run 600 feet. So I can't get out back there if I'm trying to do something. So this actually going to work out really well if I have something to do there, or go up to other locations if I need power, camping. It's a quiet running generator. It's actually pretty nice. But
you call that quiet?
It's quieter than our big one.
Oh.
So anyway, so that was my score for the weekend, but I was able to get it running. And
you got tennis balls.
Oh, I got tennis balls for Dundee too. There's key things. You got to come back with a tool, and you got to come back with a toy. So that's the rule of T at the garage sales, because that's her dad has dogs, and he always gets them toys, and he's always looking for the tools. So we scored good. He got his tools and he got his dog toys, and I did the same. So sometimes I get teacups too for you. So so it was a good weekend. Yes. So that was about it for farm happenings. I'm just filling up the day.
It's the James show.
I know.
And see, I'm just sitting here like a little old wallflower.
Yes, that's okay. You're a cute little wallflower, though.
It's just this smoochy woochy.
I know. She's so proud. She's storing it up right now. You can just see it brewing. She's just wait till she gets to in the coop. So let's get on over to the coop and let you start talking.
Okie dokie. Artichoke. I grabbed out my, because the weather's cooled down so much here,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I dug out my, I dug out my Scrappy Happy blanket because I wanted to see how big it was, because I know it's close to being done, technically. But I still wanted it bigger, and there's still Friends scraps that I have that I want in here. And, so, digging it out, you get that little hankering, I just got to do one square, and so I did 4 squares. 4 square.
You start dancing.
So, yep, and this is the last corner that I have, so you can see where the Dicky-Doos are, that, this is the Gnome Acres, and this is an Opal, my Dawn socks and your S'more socks.
Cool.
So I got 4 more, and I'm like, do I end it and put a border on, or I still think I'm going to add on.
That's the big debate that's been going this week.
Yeah,
should I just finish it off? I've got so many things
I just love doing it.
And I know you've got still some yarn that people have sent to you that you want to include in the blanket, but at some point otherwise it's going to cover our whole living room carpet. You know, if you just keep going. So,
but, yeah, and I've loved doing this so much that I've thought of even doing another one just like this. But I found another scrap blanket. Well, it's not really a scrap blanket. I just saw someone in my feed list, and they had favorited this person's. Who signed me out of Ravelry? Who was that?
Oops. That's not the button I wanted to push.
And I'm like, whoa. Okay. It's called a patchwork scrap 10-stitch blanket. It's a 10-stitch blanket pattern, but it's done with fingering weight on size 2. And I'm like, because I still have a ton
size
of
2?
scrap.
That's really small.
That's what I do that.
Oh.
And I've just fell in love with seeing this. So this will be my next big old honkin' year project. I'm not going to sit there and write down, because for my scrappy blanket, I have listed every single square, what yarn it is, who gave it. I mean,
yeah,
there's a ton of little bitty 2-inch squares here, so.
Well, I know you have a lot of leftover, because these squares only take up so much, so you have a lot of the mini skeins that you've gotten and stuff that people have given you that actually this will be good because it's kind of until you run out of. Yeah,
you actually use up like whatever you're using. Mm-hmm. So like my socks, I have a fist size left over because I don't have big feet. So, you know, it doesn't take that much, so I always have so much, but I'm going to save those for like the outer.
Yeah, you start with the smaller batches.
Because this could be a never ending.
It just keeps going round and around. You just go around, start at the center, and work your way out. And,
you know, and this will be something that you could pick up and, you know, do a little bit on if you got the hankering.
If I got the hankering.
You want to get the hankering?
So, I don't know what she ate today.
See, Kate's going to say, oh, shame on you. Because I ate some sour gummy worms, and I don't eat sugar, so...
Sugar primes her, I tell you.
Yeah. This is why I don't eat sugar. So then I dug... Let's see what you want to see. We'll start with this one, because it's one of the first. The Topanga by Katie DeGroff. And it's a scarf. Beaded scarf. Ooh, that tripped you out, didn't it?
Spinning on you.
Yeah. And this is done with Inner Yarn Zen yarn in the driftwood. Ooh, good.
Yeah, I know.
I almost said beechwood.
I like that. That's a me colorway.
Yeah. This isn't for you, though.
I know. I understand.
Hey, and I think because the Knitmore girls are doing Summer of Beads. And see, we all live in California, so summer can go until December. So I'm still right along with their knit along. So, yeah, I did about 4-ish inches. I've done a little bit on a lot, but nothing. So, yeah, it's fun. Yeah. It's hard to, you know, once this is blocked, it'll, you know, be nice and wide and pretty. So
it's curling right now.
Yeah. So size 5s.
Yeah, I like that color.
Mm-hmm. It's really
pretty.
I
mention that every week, I think. Just show it.
And you're not really a brown person.
No. Oh. I like color.
Yeah. So then I also, in my plover bird bag, oh, there's the llamas. Mama llama. That used to be a yarn dyer. I don't know if she still dyes yarn. Anyways, this is Lollipop. Oh, lollipop. In the Hootenanny. I'm going to have a Hootenanny.
That's not in the Warhol colorway?
No. You used it for that. So I just did a smidgen of this because I needed to do a smidgen on it. Well, I thought, oh, there's those socks. Where's my Dickie Do?
You need to learn learn how to knit with your toes.
I know. So yeah, did a couple stripes. Figured I need to. And that's the Lauren's rounded toe. I think that's all that's getting done on my Lauren knit along that we're doing is I keep doing her toes. You gotta do the Lauren toe.
Yeah, if it
We're
works.
gonna need to get a song for her.
A song for Lauren.
Do the Lauren toe. Do the Lauren toe.
Yeah.
So, yep.
You figure out what that's gonna work for you.
Yeah. So then I've been trying to be diligent on my featherweight sweater. Then I think I grab it out every night.
Yeah, you're working.
Kind of bugs my nose because it's baby alpaca.
The fuzzes.
It's all tangled. But look at you! Gotta see my little ball now. Hey, it's getting smaller.
Amazing.
I know. So yeah, I did another 3-ish inches. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
But thank God for the
along.
little dicky doos, because it would be like, oh, this was not getting nothing done.
You
So.
see progress.
Yeah.
And it's not as
And
bad.
now I'm feeling it's getting closer to the end of the bodies. Probably the sleeves will be this real slug. I don't even know what the sleeves on this thing looks like anymore. Let's
and your
check
yarn
this
ball's
out.
shrinking too, which
But
means
I got 2 more balls in here, and I'm like, I don't know if I'd be using all that. Probably will only use 1,000, so maybe I will only be getting into the second one. Oh, they're like 3/4. Let's look at the girl on the beach here. Doesn't she look happy? So, yeah, they're not too long. They're 3/4 sleeves. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming along though. Looks good. It'll be lightweight, good summertime thing for you.
It'll be good winter here, too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have summer till December.
Yep. So this is the Featherweight Cardigan by Hannah Fittig. So, yeah, got a little bit more done on that, and just keep on chugging along, and it'll eventually get
her done.
Get her done. Get her done. So then I cast it on this week. The Measure in Love by Megan Williams. And I'm using a skein of yarn, a fingering weight skein, held double. This is the Measure in Love. And I'm doing this for Jimmy for Christmas. And it's in my Knit Spin farm.
Candy corn bag.
Knit Spin. That just sounded so odd.
I like the
Joanna
colorway.
Springs. I bet I have her card in here. Knit Spin Fun. Yes, it is. Ooh. There we go.
Focus, focus, focus.
Yeah. And I'm even using her stitch marker she sent too. But the yarn, because I got to get my Boston accent, yarn, is fingering weight superwash merino, BC yarnings, and the Girl on Fire.
Yep.
So,
I like it.
yeah, you really like this color. But look it. Look it.
It all matches.
It all matches.
It all goes together, like every project.
And this is the squishiest.
Well, because you're doubling up too.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, but the squish factor in this is like, ooh, yeah. So I'll show you. And I'm doing the large. So, yeah, you can see. This is so much fun. But since I am doubling up, it's tough on the hands. So I'm just like, But I got to actually halfway on the pattern. And I'm like, whew, because I'm like looking at this and I'm thinking,
running out of yarn.
I know I need to do this whole repeat, which is what, 2 inches? A little bit more than 2 inches again, plus the decrease area. But I weighed the yarn and I have exactly 49 grams. So this all took, 50 grams. So, because that's going to be a decrease. Yeah, it's going to be a yarn chicken. Yeah, here's the little stitch marker. You guys see my candy corn stitch marker? They already got candy corn out in the stores to eat.
Yeah. They're going to start
Sasha.
putting Christmas stuff in July one of these years.
Yeah, she's sending me pictures of candy corn.
Yeah.
So yum.
Cool.
So that's all my in the coop.
You got a
Flown the coop. And these are my Dawn socks. It's Fishnets yarn in the Dawn colorway. but there's 2.
Yeah, finally got those wrapped
Yep.
up.
And you can see where the dicky-do is. That's a lot of knit. It's the whole leg this week. So, yep. Yes, you like those? And by the way, everybody was mentioning they liked the 3rd chair. And I don't know if they can see you. Why don't you sit up here? Yeah, say hi. Because last week I didn't even know you were doing antics back here. Can you imagine that? You say hi. Yeah. Say hi, Anne.
Hi.
Anne,
All the animals.
Anne has a kitty that looks just like this cat. It's like this cat.
You get all the pets in the house that are watching along with you. See, they get watch it for the animals because they're noisy sometimes.
He talks nonstop. It's like, say mama. You gonna say mama for the podcast? Trouble. Trubby.
It's like, I'm not.
He doesn't shut up, and of course,
yeah. The only time that he doesn't.
You know how children just don't perform.
Yeah, he's napping on the chair back there, so he's not in the mood, right, Chub?
You're not in the mood.
Get a silent.
Get a silent man.
I'm not gonna. He's got camera shyness.
So yeah. Oh, and these were on size 1. I went longer than I normally do because I wanted to use up more of the yarn because this yarn is just so awesome and fun to do. But yeah.
Looks good. Another pair.
Another pair. I need to work on your sock because my socks are overflowing in my drawer.
Yeah.
I need to do a James Operation sock drawer, not a... But so many of the yarns are like my colors, not...
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta knit black socks.
So, Squeal like a pig. Where is it? Anansi. Meltran Designs. Are you gonna say Anansi? Oh wow, we're getting super kittied now. The Meltran Design podcast. She sent me her wisdom mitts, and for the month of September, if you purchase one of her patterns. Well, I was reading this and I had it in my head what I was going to say different than what's written. You can get a free pattern with purchase of her patterns. So she sent me this and I got to show it up close because it's really, really pretty. So these would be good to knit for the animal hospital, the girls. So, yep. So that was really awesome. And she's on YouTube to watch her podcast and see her cute little baby Quinn. So I had yarn pop up. Ooh, isn't that just the... Ooh.
Calling out your name.
Yeah. So in the arena... See, you're being all quiet.
I know. I just all talked out. I'm letting you. This is the Dawn show now. Yeah. The Dawn half.
So I watched 3 new podcasts that I saw mentioned on Instagram, and I thought I would go give them a look-see. And the first one is, and they're all UK. It's them UKers are just popping out.
Popping out more podcasts.
So the first one is the Dancing Geek, and he's Dancing Geek on Instagram and Ravelry, and his name is James. So right there,
that's such a good name. I imagine
number
that.
one, you know. It's like I got 2 of my own Jameses, so that was pretty cool. And he's got a couple podcasts out, and he shows his yarn and, you know, his projects and his orange pants. And I'm like, awesome, because my son loves orange. And he talks about his hair, and it reminded me, because he's let his hair grow out, and I remember when Jimmy was going through different stages, and that's what it reminded me of. And he let his hair grow out, but see, Jimmy has extreme curly hair.
Yeah, it goes.
So he's like, Mom, get rid of the curls. And then remember the one time in band camp.
wrong show.
What movie is that from? American Pie. And that he was going through his Star Wars phase, and he let the one piece of hair, and he had me braid it.
Don't make fun of your son on the podcast.
Why? Because we do this podcast. One of the main reasons is So we have like a video diary. You know, if something ever
It's our
happens
weekly
to us.
video diary.
Yeah.
And
So we got to...
Jimmy can... We'll actually get around to watching us and find out that we've been making fun of him all along.
Anyways, that's just what struck me when I was watching James, and so yeah. See the things.
Back
that
on
come
track.
to my
Back
head.
on track.
I know. So go give him a watch. He's real fun and entertaining. And then the next one, and he can speak the languages. Yeah, he speaks French and German and English. Well, you know, English, not like us.
Not like American English. Completely different language, huh?
Yeah, it is. Well, they have different words.
Well,
they say
yeah.
jumper instead of sweater, and
But you do
biscuits
that.
instead of cookie.
I got that.
You got it?
Yeah,
Well,
I got that. But even in the United States, you go East Coast, West Coast, we got different
no, I know.
terms for different things. So,
Because I'm from Southern California. So, the next podcast I watched is a return. Got snot in my throat.
you wanted to know that, didn't you?
A returning podcaster, and that's Xena. And she used to be Knitting Natter Xena. See, I knew you would get who
I
I'm
know
talking
that
about
one.
now. But she's now Little Yellow Uke on Ravelry and Instagram, and she's Little Yellow Uke Crafts on her podcast now. So she wanted more of a range instead of Knitting Natter Xena to more talk about besides knitting. So, you know, she talks about sewing and those are different crafts, and she's got a...
She do spinning. See,
So, yep.
all the fiber.
So she's back, so it's really cool to see her back.
Cool.
Yay. And then another new one. It's called Little Bobbins Knits, and she's Little Bobbins, and I spelled it wrong on the notes. And that's Danny, and she has one episode out, and she has a little chihuahua named Bobbins. Bobbin, not Bobbins.
Bobbin.
Bobbin. So, yep, go give her a watch and some encouragement, because even at the end of her podcast, she said, I don't know if I'm even going to put this up, and so I'm glad she did. And the next few it's easier to do after that first one.
That is.
First one, you're like...
See, when I came in, you were already the expert on that, so I just let you do all the work.
I just ramble.
I just sit here for... now I talk a little more now.
You talk a
I
little bit?
don't know.
Oh,
Sometimes I'm just here to entertain. Show my pigeon tweeting.
That goes back to your whole fart thing.
Yeah, I know. That's some sound effects.
So, go watch those 3 podcasts and... Yep. So, we have our designer along still going on. That's Lauren McMorty of the Limb-Knit Crochet. Well, she's no longer of the Limb-Knit Crochet podcast, but I'm sure it's still out there.
You can see it in the past episodes,
Yep.
right?
Go get her patterns and knit them up, and or at least do the
Get,
toe.
I know. I was going to say get at least one of the sock patterns so you find out what's all the talk about the toe is.
Yeah,
so.
the toe. And we have our Hatch and Knit every month, and that's where you can enter anything you finish. So.
Any finished object, no matter when you started it, if you finished up in the month, just put it in the thread, and you could win a Wolf Farm gift certificate.
Yep. And rounding up, huh?
Is that? Oh wow,
Yeah.
we're already there.
Shoot howdy.
Flying right along.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, we're starting that new thread in the our Wolf Farm group on Ravelry for the cable needles. So if you're got some input that you want to provide, you might want to.
And are you a member of the group on Ravelry? You should be.
That's
There's
right.
lots always going on there.
Stay connected.
Yeah. Ravelry's free.
Yeah.
It's fun.
We're free. So anyway, I wanted to remind you, go on by, drop in, what you'd like to see, any thoughts, comments, or otherwise, or if you got one and you want to, tell us what you think, put it in there, and we'd be happy to hear that. We'll run that through the end of the month, and you could win one of our cable needles. Trying to do that slick
hook.
Yeah.
Captain
Hook. You know, what's a Jurassic Park where he does the claw. Different movie.
Doesn't that lie to me? Or
No.
don't
Sandy
lie to me with
No.
the claw.
No, it's Jurassic Park where he's showing him what the Velociraptor does. So.
But I'm thinking of
you're thinking the wrong movie.
John Kerry movie.
You're just-
John
you're
Kerry.
just-
It's not even, there ain't no John Kerry. What the heck? Jim Carrey.
Okay, the
Tell
claw.
me the name of the
claw
movie.
Is Liar Liar.
Okay.
The claw, but he's got the whole claw. That's a whole other thing. So you just in 40 minutes you went through and we probably talked about 7 different movies. All
That's
there.
right.
See, we're not just a podcast, but movie reviews too. So
You want to talk about a bad. We're watching. No, I'm going to get onto this.
Don't vent. It's okay. She does
Once
not like
Upon a
season.
Time.
Yeah, she doesn't
Season
like
3.
She doesn't like Wizard of Oz, and they're bringing in Wizard of Oz characters, and she's ready to just stop watching.
Flying monkey.
Yeah, she had
Nasty and declining.
she had issues when she was a kid watching that, and so
It has nothing to do with fairy tales. Why bring in Wizard of Oz? Just like in the Christmas Story, when they're watching the parade. Wizard of Oz? How is that Christmassy? It's not.
it's okay.
Get that
It's
out of these
okay.
movies. No.
Hey, and you can get a free Wolf Farm video podcast button with any paid order. Just ask for that in the comments section when you're checking out. Say, please, 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 give me a button. And we'll stick one in your package as we're shipping that off for you.
And she wants me to hurry and click stop.
So.
No, you know so.
I know so.
Needle pulling thread.
Yeah.
Far along
It's
way run. So, until next time,
Let's get cracking.
and hatch and hit. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.